Faith without works is dead. Now, I'm going to take my time with this one because I know a lot of us have that microwave mentality. You can't sit still long enough to hear what I got to say, but I need you to just hear me out for just a minute, because I'm doing this video because I want to correct a lot of the pastors and preachers and bishops and apostles out there in their delivery in educating the Christian people about that scripture in the book of James, James chapter 2, verses 14 through 26. Don't quote me on that because I didn't look it up before I did this video. But at least James chapter 2, at least read that whole chapter. But it's the part that's entitled Faith and Works or Faith and Deeds, depending on which translation. But the point that I want to get across is that I'm seeing that a lot of people are misunderstanding that verse, or actually what God is saying in this context. Faith without works is dead is not about the fact that, oh, show me your faith, I'll show you my works. And the works are you going out there doing something yourself. Let me give you an example. Say you need a loan, you need some money, or just say you need some money to pay your rent or your mortgage. And you go around and you're like, I need to go get an extra job, or I need to make sure I find a job, or I need to get a gig, I need to get a hustle, I need to borrow this money, I need to go to the bank and get this money, or, well, I'm sitting here doing all that I can do. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing everything that I can possibly do to get that money to pay my mortgage or my rent. That's not what God is talking about. That is not the deed or the work that he's talking about. It was outlined in about 4 different ways. Even talked about how the demons, they have faith. He talked about Abraham's faith, which was his deed was believing. He talked about Rahab. There were more connotations in there that kind of gave example, but I can kind of still see that some people are confused about that. The works or the deeds that God is talking about is you actually demonstrating that you believe what he will do for you, that you believe that God, and I say this all the time, that you believe that God is the burden removing, yoke destroying power in your life. Meaning to have faith is to go on with your life knowing that God is going to take care of that need. God is going to take care of your rent. God is going to take care of your mortgage. God is going to take care of your car note. God is going to take care of your children's tuition. Those things are going to be taken care of. Go on and be happy and be merrily on your way, believing that no matter what you do or you don't do, you can just stand and not do anything. There's a point where God calls us to just stand and basically get your butt out of the way and let God produce those miracles in your life. Because if you're the one that's always doing the do or doing the work, then where is the point of God doing anything? How can people believe that there is actually a God? So I'm here to correct that the works and the deeds are not you actually going out there physically doing things that you think may need to be done to take care of whatever it is that you're praying for. It's actually you being still and believing and knowing. That's the work. Because that's some hard work. It's some hard work. It's some hard work to kind of just sit there and just say, okay, God, I'm just going to sit here and know that it's going to be done. People always want to get up and they want to go do something. But that's what God is saying. Just be still, get out of my way, believe and know. And if you really want to demonstrate that, then do this. Go focus on somebody else and help somebody else with their rent or their mortgage or their car note or their children's tuition. Then you have really demonstrated your faith by your deeds and your works. Do you guys kind of understand that a little bit better? It's not about you hustling, bustling, and getting all in God's way. It's about you staying out of God's way, standing and being still, and knowing that God is God and that everything you need is already taken care of. It's already done for you. Just believe it and know it and demonstrate by you focusing on something else in this aspect besides yourself. Don't worry. Don't worry about a thing.